Bloody hell, Saf. Well, that concludes our 50th episode, eh?
Yes.
I'm glad that we managed to do one episode a week and neither of us took an extended hiatus or get banned.
Yes.
Hey, and guess what? We didn't get paid!
Yes.
Hey, look! John the hentai octopus monster has just picked up the mail and there's a package addressed to us.
Yes.
Well, go on. Open it up.
Yes.
Oh, it's a clock decorated as a DKC TNT barrel. That's awful nice, isn't it?
Yes.
So who's it from?
Cool, Paul.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. What? Where am I? What? Milo?
Oh, hi there, Scraps. Welcome to the Gangplank Galleon.
Welcome to the Forum Watch, DK Vine's on topic review, hosted by Scrap69 and some other member who I can't remember. Listen to the Forum Watch or else I'll kill you. I'll slaughter or shoot ya, whatever will suit ya. Maybe I'll frame ya, or maybe I'll maim ya.
Welcome to the Forum Watch. I'm Scrap69 and I'm joined today... Huh? Hey, where's Saf? Where is he, Milo?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, fuck it. How's it going, Milo?
Good, thanks, Scraps. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing well, bloody hell. We are revisiting the Forum Watch.
Hey!
Open at last.
Triumphant return.
Woohoo! After all that bloody building up and stuff and, shenanigans, we're finally back in business. Like, you wouldn't have thought that we would have done it. Like, every time you visit the forum and you see the Forum Watch get bumped up to the top of the completely irrelevant discussion, you think, oh, they're just faking it. They're like two seedy prostitutes that know how to really pleasure everyone. But it's all empty in the end, isn't it?
It's usually some desperate fan saying, "Where's the Forum Watch? I love it so much."
And you know what? That gives so much pressure. Thanks, guys. Fuck you,
Yeah,
sarcasm.
you're the reason we took so long to come back. We were too nervous.
Oh, goodness. But seriously, I'm glad that we're back in the back on the Gangplank Galleon. Well, seeing we've never been on the Gangplank Galleon.
Yeah, but now we are.
Because the studio just got blown up. So
it got blown up, yes.
That's
this
right.
This podcast now has a continuity.
Exactly. Well, we have Zeno Bino, John the hentai octopus monster, and Gangplank Galleon. So are you going to edit?
Are you going to edit in ship creaking sound effects to the whole podcast?
You know what? I was actually thinking about that, but I'm not sure how much it's going to piss people off. So if it ends up being ship creaking noises, well, there you go, lads. I decided against my better judgment.
But I thought the whole idea of the new season was that you'd be doing less work and less editing.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Well, the thing is, if I make a loop of the ship creaking noises, then that means...
a 2-second loop, maybe 30.
Like at the beginning of that Gangplank Galleon song in the DKC2 album, all I just need to do is restart it, put minimal noise. No one can really hear when there's a jar in the middle, whenever there's a start and the stop, and and call it a Gangplank Galleon sound effect, hey?
Well, listeners, only you can know whether that actually happened or not, because we don't yet.
Yes. So, let's do some due diligence.
Oh, yeah. Let's get started on our 45 minutes of due diligence.
Yes, I imagine that, I want to try and break the Kongversation's record and maybe reach 3 hours of due diligence. So, look, let's see how we go, because I reckon we got a great chance. So, join the forum at www.dkvine.com/forum. As you know, it's never been a better time to join.
Yeah, a few people have said that in recent days, sarcastically. For instance, in the baby killing thread. Yeah.
Oh, the baby killing thread. I actually haven't looked at that because I've been busy preparing for another episode. So
Yeah, fair enough.
No
And
idea.
You could, yeah.
And I'm a cat.
It's another one of those controversial threads, but anyway.
What is it titled? Baby death? Is it?
No, it's, seriously, fuck babies, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well, seeing as you're covering it now, let's talk about it. I haven't even prepared in this damn script, but, I'll just go onto the website now myself and, let's do it.
Okay, well, it was started by Barmo,
Yes.
a few days ago, and it's brought out, one of those divisive sort of things where there's people on one side and people on the other. And people on, the other sides in some kind of strange multi-dimensional graph. Not just for and against babies, but for and against taking things seriously or joking, for and against dark humor. There's a lot of lines being drawn. And for once, Manfrog and Planet Cool are agreeing with each other, which is a positive thing that came out of the thread.
Ooh, yes. They should get a bedroom.
It's sort of a love-hate relationship.
More hate than anything else, like a vicious, venomous cycle of snakes eating their own tails. That's what that is.
It has got a bit vicious in that thread, and Planet Cool eventually decided to leave for a bit because it was a bit,
Wow. Bloody hell. Well, all I can see is fuck babies, no pedo, but seriously, and Barmo starts the topic off with fuck 'em. So, like the cat, seeing two people having sex, I'm just gonna walk right out of that one. Anyways.
Anyway, due diligence.
Alright, so, as you know, we're on iTunes now, thanks to Chad. He has some magic fingers. He managed to help me get the website going. So, as you know, Janelle's a lucky woman, and Chad, if we ever get the chance, I hope you can go into my root file, if you know what I mean. Also, on iTunes, rate us, don't rape us. Well, actually, I'd prefer if you raped us. Because, if you put on 5 stars, right?
Yeah.
Whenever I see 5 stars, it reminds me of 5 semen-filled anuses. So, to me, please, literally rape us, because that's what I'll be seeing. I'll be seeing, you think they're stars, but they're actually, spunk all over someone's anus. So, let's do that. And also, there's a YouTube channel as well.
We've earned that parental advisory warning label.
I had to, as I was doing the file for the forum watch, it said explicit, yes or no, and I had to think about it for a while.
Is there a third option? Oh god, yes.
Yeah, it's like, I can't think of anything. So, what is happening with the forum watch, lads? Well, you're probably thinking, where's Saf? As you probably realize, he got blown off into the oblivion. But, due to recent events, he got pretty pissed off with, Master DS and got temporarily banned. He was furious. And now that he's unbanned, having discussions with him, he, I think he's ready to take a sort of break. At the moment, he's still got some episodes, that he wants to release. He's interviewed 3, forum members. And, when he's ready to come back, he'll release those episodes. And then, we'll probably do more podcasts together. But for the moment, what I'll be doing is scraps and a random guest. So today's random guest is Milo.
Yay.
Yay!
Hello.
So, look, I hope you lads don't mind. Look, honestly, you shouldn't really expect much from the Forum Watch anyway. Just so that we can bring expectations down and subvert it, let's make some farting noises, Milo.
Oh, that sounded like a wet one.
Now that we've subverted expectations, let's go on to our first actual scripted topic. The Zimmerman trial and the consequences. It's a topic that was started on the 13th of July, and it was in completely relevant discussion. It's titled The Zimmerman Trial, 1 Year Later. So, what can you tell me a bit about the Zimmerman trial thread, Milo?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about the trial itself because I would have had a very blank silence.
Well, the thing is, it's like two Aussies,
Yeah,
right,
that's right.
that have no idea about, like, what the Zimmerman trial is. Oh, look, I sort of know what it is. Like,
Well, I only know because of the topic.
yeah, exactly.
I didn't know going into it.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, you know, I think outside of the USA, Australians and all other countries just don't get it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's all wrapped up in their gun laws and...
Well, not only the gun laws, but there's a huge issue on racism and
yeah, that too.
and the perception of racism. And the thing is because they've had because the USA have had a recent history. Well, look, 50s or so when they, well, when did that lad make that speech? I had a dream.
Yeah, Martin Luther King.
Martin
Jr.
Luther King. Yeah, that was 1950s or so, was it?
It was in the it was in the past at some point. Yeah.
No, well, we're actually recording from further past because, you know, we're time travelers, Milo.
So we're in the 50s now?
No, we're in the 1800s.
Oh no. That was even worse for racism.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, so, so it's the perception of racism and, it's always a massive issue whenever, Yanks perceive racism, especially against, the African Americans, or I like to call them dark lads. The thing is, for example, they'll even pick up racism in things, non-racist things. Like, do you remember, in Australia, we've got KFC and, we had some Aussie lads going up, or was it Indians? And essentially Indian versus Australia. And the ad was about cricket.
Cricket, right.
Yep. And the ad was about cricket. And what they said is, what do they like to eat? And the Indians all picked up, like the chicken wings from the KFC buckets. And, the Americans just had a full-on nut attack, you know?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't? Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Look up Australia KFC cricket racism.
What, you want me to do this live?
No, I'm talking to the audience.
Oh, okay. My mistake. So
Yes.
let's talk about something we do, both know something about, i.e. the topic.
Yes. I'm usually the one that's keeping things on track, aren't I? So look, Rourke essentially starts the topic, and he's talking about how the Zimmerman trial redefined entertainment. And he asked, the forum members what we thought about the verdict 1 year on.
Yeah, so this is, a view that a few people took as like, oh, it's so funny, because of like the sick humor of it all. It's like, oh, well, they've made a hero out of this guy who murdered a teenager.
Exactly. And, the thing is, this thread is really the story about Master DS and Saf. Now, both of them agreed at the beginning that the thread wasn't such a good idea. And, then Saf tried to take a lighter approach and he was trying to make a positive thing out of it, you know, like he was just trying to say, oh, everything in life is insanely sick and funny, you know, he's just trying to laugh it off even though it's all fucked up. But Master DS starts to stoke the fire, and he starts to try and justify Zimmerman's actions as the Neighborhood Watch had some kind of right. DS even goes to saying that Zimmerman is an upstanding citizen, despite Carla and Rourke pointing out that this was actually not the case.
Yeah, I think his mistake was taking the topic seriously, possibly.
That's right.
At least in terms of how Saf reacted.
That's right. And then Saf starts to lose it. He starts to ask DS why he thinks he can understand the intricacies of human social interaction when DS does not have the ability to. And then Saf demands answers from Master DS and just loses it. Like, I am not kidding. I've got some quotes here. You want me to say it?
Oh, my tender ears. Oh.
All right, here we go. This is Saf. Yeah, I asked you a question.
Sorry, go on.
How about you man up and answer me, bitch? And he goes on. Why hasn't a needle full of mood-altering drugs gotten into you repeatedly over a course of months, supplemented by cognitive behavioral therapy? And he keeps going on. Yeah, excuse me, little animal? But you need to answer the queries of your betters. Show some motherfucking respect, yow. And he even goes to the Mafia thread and demands that DS answers Saf's questions. Master DS, you don't need to be in here playing some little fucking game, bitch. You need to be answering the queries of your betters. Basic fucking respect, yow. Yeah. So, as a result, Chad bans Saf. It's for a week period, and Chad puts in the reasoning under the rules and regulations thread, and I have to laugh at the way Chad's worded this. I'll just read it out. His justification for the ban: a strange bevy of personal insults, race baiting, perceived hierarchical abuse, homophobia, and general obscene cognitive dissonance starting here and here. It's like Chad got a bloody dictionary and he's like, oh, perceived hierarchical abuse. That's such a sexy word. And, yeah, and then he put it in. Like, cognitive dissonance? Oh, yeah. I mean, who's your daddy in terms of words? I think cognitive dissonance is probably the best one. Yeah. So what else happened in that thread, Milo?
The Zimmerman thread.
No, look, also what happened in the rules and regulations. While we're talking about that thread.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this the other day because we brought up that, like, there's always some monster on the DK Volume forum that rears their ugly head at some point. Not to say that person themselves, but just they're filling that role for the rest of the forum. And, before this it was Chaos Heart.
Yes.
Who was, kicking up a stink. And yeah, like you say, in the rules and regulations thread, it was hijacked for several pages by Chaos doing another one of his leaving diatribes. Oh, I'm leaving the forum. I hate it here now. And a bunch of people saying, oh, we'll miss you. Or some people saying, oh, we won't miss you at all. And some people trying to, tease out the reasons he's leaving and trying to address them. But obviously his mind's made up, so.
Yeah, you know what? He's done this a few times before. We'll see him in another 3 months. Yeah, so whatever. Yeah. Oh, well. Anyways, so let's go back to that Mafia thread.
The one that Saf barged into, yeah.
That's right. It's active again. There are now games being played on the Mafia.
Yeah, that's quite a story, I think, because it's been a big part of, forum life in the past.
Absolutely. You know that at one stage in the DK Vine, the only thread I was visiting was the Mafia thread.
Oh, wow.
Because I found that the discussions were pretty boring. This was probably, I'm not sure, probably post DKC Returns release.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. Cat's fucking Probably post DKC Returns release, and people just sort of dropped off. Like DK Vine wasn't that hot anymore. So as a result,
that post big game release lull, we saw a similar thing with Tropical Freeze.
oh yeah, it's so easy to get just bored of Donkey Kong, especially after all the glut of information, and after playing the game, you're like, you've had enough Donkey Kong, You
gotta have a Donkey Kong refractory period.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta, scrub the ticks off your Donkey Kong fur, and just take some time off. But once you're ready, you come back and rub yourself in the dirt and pick up some ticks again.
What a weird metaphor. Okay, so
I just sort of make these up as I go, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Anyway, so in the Mafia thread, myself, Joe, and Jeeves, we played as the Mafia in the comeback game, and I'm glad to say that we won. Now, the funny thing about this particular game, the first game back, is me and Joe got really pissed off with the Master DS due to his E3 shenanigans where he got banned, and he refused to play halfway through. So when me, Joe, and Jeeves won, we had to nominate someone to win. So we nominated Joe because he was so pissed off with Master DS. It's like beautiful irony.
You were just making DS buy a shirt for someone he hated.
Yep. That was brilliant.
Yeah,
all right.
And DS couldn't run that game because he got banned halfway through it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was that game or another one?
Yeah. It was so sad, but you know what? Like, that's so typical of the big three. Well, now the big four: Master DS, DK Spartacus, Koopa, and Manfrog, and someone else.
The axis of I don't remember what they call it in the secession thread, but yeah.
I'm assuming it's the axis of evil. Anyways, let's talk about the controversial threads of the week: the Cock of Imagination and DK Vine member succession.
Nah.
All right, let's talk about E3 2014. Cue the music, Milo.
Yeah, cue the music, Wanky. Wank, wank. It's time for Forum Watch with Scraps and Milo. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming through your podcast client? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, if you told me it was E3, I would record my voice. I've been on the podcast before, my friend, but I don't know if that was a good choice. Well, we've been here and we saw what you said. We saw it 'cause we like to watch. So you can wipe off that grin and just settle in. Was E3 a botch or top notch? And I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord.
All right. Well, that was a brilliant song, wasn't it? So, you're a big fan of Lord, eh? The singer?
What? It's Phil Collins.
No, well, you say, oh Lord, so I'm assuming you have a very sexual relationship with Lord.
That's just the lyric, Scraps. I based the verse completely off Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight, just with E3 related lyrics. Forum Watch related lyrics, really.
I had no idea.
Well, yeah, it's all because of that, music thing that people have identified. David Wise sort of being inspired by, in quotes, different songs. And in this one, the Swamps song sounds a lot like In the Air Tonight. So I mashed them up like the pro I am.
Isn't In the Air Tonight? Can you feel the love tonight?
No, that's not it at all.
I was about to say the whole swamp vibe. I certainly didn't get the swamp vibe from "Can't You Feel the Love Tonight."
Aren't they in a swamp in that song? Oh, they're in a jungle. Anyway.
No, yeah, that song. It's got the crickety lads making those noises, and it's the swamp levels where.
No, it's the bit where Simba and what's her face are like making out and stuff.
Oh, right. No, I was talking about the bloody in-game DKC2 music.
Yeah, you can get Simba in the DKC2 game.
Oh, right.
You know, Stop and Swap? You put in Capcom's Lion King for Super Nintendo, and then you pull it out and you put DKC2 in.
Yeah.
And then you can play as Simba in the levels, and you have to fight Scar on top of his giant crocodile helicopter.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's as random as Jungle Beat.
That's all true.
It's all true. All right. So let's talk about E3 2014.
Because we have to kind of catch up. I mean, we've been planning this episode for a little while, but it's been delayed for various reasons. And I know E3 was kind of a while ago, but sorry we couldn't cover more up-to-date things on forum happenings. But we felt we needed to get this out of the way at the start of Season 2, because it was such a big event for the site and for the forum.
Exactly. You know what? It doesn't matter when this episode really comes out, because E3 2004 is timeless.
Yeah, and also, this will now be like the, at least now TED Talks isn't as woefully out of date as we are, so, you know.
Really? Oh, yeah, right. Yes, TED Talks can now be the episode that's technically talking before pre-E3, but actually post-E3, and we're covering the pre-E3, post-E3 TED Talk shenanigans.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, we'll talk about TED Talks itself in a minute, but we wanted to start by talking about all the different staff content that went up on the main site over the course of E3.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'd say that this is more of a staff as suicide watch, because they work their fucking ass off. It was bloody amazing to see all that content come out. Like, brilliant, lads.
Yeah, but as you have implied there, it certainly took a toll on some of them. Yes,
I think one of them is dead. Until recently, I didn't see Jeff.
Oh, I thought it was Joe. Maybe they... probably one of them took over the other one's account to keep posting, but yeah, they're both dead.
Yeah. So, if you guys can figure out which staff member is dead, we'll give you a t-shirt.
Will we? Oh yeah, if you do know who's dead, call our hotline at 1-281-410-KONG.
Or a word, as some people like to put it. I honestly think people are going to get confused with that, but anyways.
Yeah, anyway, call us. We'll be here to pick up the other end of the line and talk to you live. Maybe we won't be there, maybe we'll be at work, then you can get the answering machine. But yeah, call into the forum watch at 128. Oh crap, I forgot the tune.
If you want to call the forum watch, call 1-281-410 and Kong!
Yeah, so I'm glad we set up that hotline for our show.
Yep. It's brilliant. So, let's talk about the staffers. What did they do, Milo?
Alright, first piece of content that went up was the written, the tale. They spun us a tale of Helmos the Dreadfully Evil, the beloved E3 mascot.
Yes.
So, it was the first part of it. Well, it was in 3 parts. I think they posted them all at once, I think. Yeah.
The first article was
and it was posted on
May.
May 27th. And there was a topic generally about what DK Vine was doing for E3 in the forum called E3 2014 at DK Vine. which is the relevant link.
We'll have the link posted up in the Forum Watch thread. Don't worry, lads.
Yeah, Scraps will. He'll do the work. I'll just talk. So yeah, it was describing how all the staffers got together. It was really cute, actually. Like, you know, they all met up and went to Russia, went to Magadan, and drilled a hole through the Arctic tundra in coldest, deepest Russia, and drilled directly into hell to free Helmost from his imprisonment. So yeah, what happened? Helmost takes advantage of the chaos that ensues, and Satan also escapes. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. So Helmost teams up with Ann Davis from the Brady Bunch, who's in hell, and then drowns.
How random.
He becomes a ghost for some reason. It's a bit confusing. And then he ends up in LA, and then he says, "Oh, this truly must be hell." Actually, I don't know if he says that, but it's funny. So yeah, he's there for E3. And because he's a ghost now, he can't communicate with people. So another beloved site mascot comes back to fill that role. It's our friend, the living spirit camera or something.
Also known as Heil.
Yes.
Yes. Though, although Milo brilliantly summarized the story, it was brilliant in terms of dialogue. I especially liked the first page because it had a lot of in-jokes. It was very witty. And you know what? Heil really captures the personalities of the staffers brilliantly. I think he must have some, you know, pretty hot sex line talk with them or something, because I feel like whenever there's dialogue from those particular members in that story, it felt like it was them.
Or at least their caricatures that they present, you know.
Exactly, yeah. Jeff might be just some bloody boring person, and so might Matt. They might be like two boring people that they're not really interesting at all, and, you know, they just make it up, and people just think they're, I don't know, nerds. Sorry.
Well, sorry, I didn't know what to say to that.
All right. Yeah, look.
Well, I was going to say about the story itself. I mean, it brings in all this fictional history of the site and of, you know, Helmost's story, and I find it hard to keep it all straight in my head because it's essentially just stuff that Heil's just made up out of nowhere. You know, for example, I couldn't remember the last time our friend had appeared, and like, oh, he's back. He last was in the Bitching About Brawl feature, I think, ages ago. Like, he was technically writing that or something, and then he had some kind of crisis. Anyway, and I forget what Helmos is doing, you know, in the meantimes, because he just goes away for a whole year until next E3. So yeah, I can't keep it all straight of these fictional characters and what they're doing, but nevertheless, the feature was, yeah, as you say, it was hilarious. It was great. Great
yeah.
movie.
And what would you say about, you sort of get a sense of massive ideas about what Heil thinks the E3 coverage should be like.
Yeah, that was the impression I got. He had big plans for E3, and as it progressed, we saw that maybe the staffers couldn't keep up with the demands of the content that they had to produce. And
when I mean content, I mean fecal matter. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
brilliant. So yeah, so look, let's go through the podcasts.
Yep.
It started off with Kongversation number 224, and that was the E3 2014 preview.
Yeah, they did one a day for the 3 days of E3, and this was the day before it started.
That's right. So there were, I think, 5 conversations all up, covering the E3 period, a preview period, a Microsoft thing, I shot myself in the foot. A Nintendo thing and a post E3 thing. So that was actually
So
4 episodes of the Kongversation. So let's have a quick run through the pre-discussion. There was very little optimism in relation to King K. Rool and the DKU titles, and there was a lot of talk amongst talking about suicide amongst the authors. So Matt, he made a really funny joke in the E3 2014 preview about creating a bomb threat. And there was a really funny ending with Heil
Yeah, they
saying
followed
that,
up on that.
that's right, that you should really get your hopes up because he promises that that you will not be let down. And, it ends with the bomb threat. So, with these sirens.
So what did you think about this episode, this first one?
Yeah, short and sweet. You could definitely hear the stress on Chad.
Yeah, he really didn't want to be there, did he?
Absolutely.
And Heil had to barely hold it together, as seems to be the case with some other features of the site, such as live tweeting the Microsoft conference. He was basically the only one doing that, and controlling Helmhost. I think he does that. But you know, he did take the whole week off work, so it's fitting that he did most of the work on E3, and he did a great job.
Who took off a week off work? Chad.
Heil did. No,
Heil did. Oh, both did?
No, just Heil.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So the Microsoft conference, you could hear weird breathing noises. Apparently Joe was supposed to attend this episode, but the reasoning they used is Joe had dysentery and died. Oh shit. We gave away the member that died. Fuck.
Oh, but that's not suicide, though. I guess he died of natural causes.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. That's okay then.
So Joe was the reason there were the weird breathing noises. Is that right? Because he had dysentery. He couldn't breathe properly.
Let's go with that. Anyway, so Cameron was a replacement, and I think when they made the episode, Chad and Cameron hadn't seen the entire Microsoft episode, whereas Heil actually did watch the full thing. And you know what? Sometimes in these conversations, they take a while to get to the bloody point, because about 46 minutes in, they finally talk about Conker appearing in the game.
That's because of all the E3 due diligence there was, of course.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're a little bit shorter in terms of the due diligence in the conversations for E3. You know, they usually get a good 2 or 1 hours out of it. You know,
3-4 hours. You know. But yeah, I mean, it took them until that long to get to the point about the only reason anyone should care about the Microsoft conference, which was the Conker appearance. Yeah. And Chad, of course, did his brilliant impression of Conker, at about 47 minutes, as you say.
Oh, yes.
It's amazing. And he followed up with that on a later conversation, doing an entire intro in the voice. Yeah. Which was rightly praised, I think.
That's right. Absolutely. Regardless of Conker's appearance, I think the staff is in the episode on a very bleak ending, because Heil concludes there's no prospects for Conker, and Cameron thinks that there's nothing good that'll come from it, and Chad is more
He says nothing but good.
Oh, nothing but good. Sorry. Even so.
Well, it was bleak anyway.
Still a bleak ending. So the Nintendo conference.
Yeah, the Nintendo episode.
What did they think about that?
Well, opinions were divided about, which one was better. Chad liked the Microsoft one better. Obviously, he has more of a cross-platform awareness and stuff than Heil does. So Heil was on the side of the Nintendo Direct being better. They agreed that Robo Chicken wasn't very good. They thought the whole thing was a bit disjointed, which has been a theme with, Nintendo, Directs and stuff, past ones. Yeah. The Mario Kart 8 one and stuff, it's a bit all over the place. But still, there was positivity there despite overall disappointment.
Yeah, I think, because of the recent releases of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and Mario Kart, I don't think they really care. They didn't really care, I suppose the disappointment will really start setting in when we get disappointed in next E3 215. But this was a really funny conversation. I recorded some funny terms, like Hyle would refer to Splatoons as splash fuckery, splooch tunes, and Chad would say, "We want to import pedophiles." And he also
There's
said,
a soundbite for you.
"Yeah, I want sauce in my panties," the video game. And actually, Joe's was the brilliant one where
Yes.
he's talking about a trailer and Crystal pops out of a swimming pool taking off bikini and a title comes up, "This game is DKU."
Yeah, it was written on one breast says this game is, and the other one says DK or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best comment of the episode.
Yeah, I think that was the best. You win. I think Joe is the member of the E3 Kongversations. Just for that. All right. There was a wrap-up episode, but I didn't record anything. I think it was a Chief Bloatism finalization. And Nintendo Freak won some shirts or a shirt or something like that. But yeah, whatever. Moving on.
Yeah, to go behind the curtain a little, we were putting summaries of the conversations based on the review that Scraps writes in the thread, and he just didn't bother to write one for this episode, so we're not going to really talk about it. Because it was a while ago, and we actually don't remember ourselves that much what happened. So.
Yeah, that's right. There's an ulterior purpose to me writing reviews, and now you lads know it. So, yeah.
But yes, Nintendo Freak won a shirt. That's what we remember.
That's right. So there was a Hall of Fame thread that was in the completely relevant discussion, started on May 13.
Mm-hmm.
And Hyle, and as you might recall, there was a Hall of Fame last year. From memory, it was the votes from the staffers as well as 2 or 3 Rareware developers.
Yep.
And they inducted Diddy Kong.
Tricky.
Tricky.
Do you not remember?
The Goldfish, Royston.
Correct. Go on. Well, Scraps?
I'm sure there was an emu in there.
It was Tricky, Royston, Mr. Pants, Diddy Kong, and... Oh, shit.
Yep. Let's just say Bob.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Anyway, this year, we definitely know what happened this year. It was different this year. They let the forum vote. They let the people decide. So this time, forum members could email to the special email address and nominate 5 characters to induct. And a lot of people went along the lines of, because of the way, well, maybe just simply because of the way they phrased it, you know, you can vote from any of these series, DK, Banjo, Conker, Star Fox, and the Fish and Chaps. And so some people decided to take that as a challenge and do one from each, which I did as well, just because it was a bit fun, and it narrowed it down a bit, made it easier to decide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what was your general feeling about this?
Well, I voted for 3 of my votes were bloody what do you call them? Bots? No, like multiple drones. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, they didn't tell us beforehand, but drones were ineligible.
Yeah, so I voted for sand eels, I voted for the fire imps, and I voted for, and this is from Jeremy's encouragement, the corn with googly eyes.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I reckon we should really get corn with googly eyes in there. Like, it's such a random character, and if you look at the avatar settings, you'll notice that there's a really rough drawing of a corn with googly eyes if you go into the Conker avatar, and you'll notice that, and it says googly-eyed corn. If you use this avatar, you will be banned. I imagine Jeremy must have hacked into the website and snuck that in, but who knows? I wonder what the history of that particular dodgy drawn googly-eyed thing is, you know?
Yeah, if you know the history, why don't you call us at 1-281-410 and a word, or just post on the thread.
And the word being pedophile.
Yeah. And we won't tell you whether it's the British spelling or the American spelling. So.
Yeah. How does Matt say? He's a pedophile. He's a pedophile?
Pedophile.
Pedophile. He's such a pedophile.
That was the worst Matt impression I think I've ever heard.
Bloody twats. No, I could do a Matt impression. All right. I'm Matt. Masturbation. Wank.
We love you, Matt. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, I thought it was a good idea to get the forum involved. Make them take ownership of the results and stuff like that. However, as a result of this, the more mainstream characters are more likely to get, to win the vote versus the obscure characters that were celebrated in the first year.
That's right. Well, the thing is that people are likely to choose obscure characters more likely than mainstream characters. But the problem with that is because there are so many obscure characters, the votes get diversified. And unless you're in Australian politics, those votes don't go anywhere.
That's right.
The useless ones. Like there was an Aussie, right? And he didn't get any of the main votes for the Australian federal election. And this guy, he's part of the Vehicle Lovers Party or something like that. And there was a video of him throwing kangaroo poo. But because of all the fancy shenanigans with all the votes, they have to end up somewhere.
Preferential voting, I remembered, sorry.
That's right. Yep. They're called preferential voting. And because the votes have to end up somewhere, you can manipulate the votes to go to a party that you didn't even want to go ever. And so this lad that throws kangaroo poo got elected. He's got no intelligence, nothing. His only claim to fame is he throws kangaroo shit. So.
And it still remains to be seen whether he would have been a better prime minister than what we actually got. Anyway, moving on. So the first part of the video got released. It was released in stages, revealing one character at a time, presented by Helmost, of course, voiced by Matt.
Yes.
And yeah, the actual video part was narrated by a different member of staff each time. And that was really cool. It was like a different perspective each time. And yeah, the first video is particularly noteworthy because they had a big showcase of a montage of all the characters that got votes but didn't make it into the top 5. So you had this cavalcade of so many characters. And yeah, people, especially Carla, went through and put frame by frame, made a huge list of all the characters who were in there, and by a process of elimination sort of guessed who would be in the top 5.
Yeah, that's right. It was quite brilliant. Thing is, they didn't really include all of the votes because there were a lot of people that said, oh, this character, but I don't think they actually made it in. So I think they added an air of mystery by excluding some that other people would have thought would have been in because
including Corn with googly eyes. And we were like, yes, it's going to make it in. But we found out later that it didn't make it in because it's a drone.
I honestly thought, I was so excited. I was like, yes! I don't think any of the characters I chose actually came onto the Hall of Fame. So.
Oh, really? I got 3, I think. Yeah.
Oh, really? This isn't a quiz, Milo. This was more of a preferential vote, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who are our top 5 winners?
Oh, well, okay. Number 1, Kazooie. Hooray. Number 2, Shabunga. Now, that was the outlier because he actually is a bit obscure, but he's apparently celebrated enough in our community to make it into the top 5.
The ironic thing is I never hear anyone refer to Shabunga except in the DK Vine Hall of Fame, so...
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, and Kyle speculated about that as like, it was everyone's dark horse, so he made it through. Anyway, we also finished off with a trio from Donkey Kong Country series. King K. Rool, Cranky Kong, and Dixie Kong.
Yay! So, what did people think about Kazooie's inclusion?
Well, it was funny actually because trying to read the thread is really difficult to do because when the video comes out, people treat it like a spoiler, and like, until you watch the video yourself, you don't find out. And, you know, that's a cool way to keep the surprise, you know, for all of 30 seconds. But what it means is that the thread is flooded with spoiler tags, which is kind of amusing looking back on it now that we know all the answers. But yeah, so I was happy with Kazooie because I voted for her. Saf was happy. Sarcasm wasn't happy, though, because he thought it was a bit of a mainstream choice, as I alluded to earlier. And you find, actually, you know, looking at our notes here of who wasn't happy with each choice, Sarcasm is in all of them for saying they were too mainstream.
Except Dixie Kong, but I think he already, but he threw his hat down. And,
Yeah,
you know?
he was stomping on his hat by that time. I wonder who he voted for.
He probably voted for Diddy Kong, but sorry, Sarcasm. He was
That was
already
last
in there. No, but he's so mainstream that he's not mainstream, alright? Diddy Kong?
Alright, so, people happy with Shabunga, who spoke up in the thread anyway. I mean, a lot of people were happy at some of these, but just going off the thread, Heil, Rock, Crazy Copter, Jeff, Stilt Village, they all came out in support of Shabunga. You know, obviously, because it was kind of the more obscure choice, but everyone was happy about it, except Sarcasm.
He was the most popular. No one else has expressed as much adoration for, Shabunga being chosen than any of the other characters that made it to the DK Vine Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and, I mean, I just love his voice. Even my wife, you know, one of the few things she loves about the Donkey Kong universe is Shabunga's voice.
Really? Huh. That's so weird. Who?
Well, she's largely ambivalent, but when I was playing Star Fox Adventures, that captured her interest.
Oh, right. So she was like, make him say $5 again. Ooh.
You pay this much.
She's like, oh, this reminds me of my days as a working girl. No, I'm sorry, just kidding.
No, that's too low.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm sorry, Milo. You probably
Okay, well, moving on. So when King K. Rool was revealed, DK Rapper and myself and Jeeves were in support. Sarcasm again, not in support. You know, just in our loose for and against categorization here. And Cranky Kong, DK Rapper and Jeremy were happy. Sarcasm again, not happy. When Dixie Kong was revealed, of course, Carla actually predicted it by process of elimination just before, before the video came out. And yeah, she was vindicated. But apparently no one responded too much because, we just assumed everyone was happy then, didn't we?
Yeah, I think, I think what happens is people get tired of commenting. You know what? That's a sad thing. Like, I think in the DK Vine forum, they encourage in the rules not to put in a pointless comment. But you know what? When it comes to things like videos or, works that have been done by
responding
the members,
to content.
or by like me, like the Where's Sam video, It is nice to hear people say, oh, that's awesome. I like that. Or like simple one-liners or like 2 or 3 sentences. The DK Vine should be allowed to sometimes be like a Game Facts forum where everyone responds in one sentence with a few words and that's it,
So it's about the feelings of the posters and how they like to post. Like,
that's
if
right.
we had a bunch of Game Facts users, maybe they would do that, but then they would do that in every thread. So I think, encouraging that kind of thing is good for our self-esteem anyway. I know I feel like that when I post comics or whatever and no response. I'm like, whatever, that's fine. I had fun, so it's okay.
I had fun.
No, but I actually can look at the download numbers of my comics, although... Can I do that in Dropbox? I don't know. I haven't checked. But anyway, it's cool.
Cool bananas.
So generally about the Hall of Fame, people had their pet characters and they were like, oh, this person didn't make it in. So like Saf wanted Klongo in, Yusuf wanted Parry, the parallel bird, you, of course, and Jeremy wanted Corn with googly eyes. And M-Dog1Million, of course, as I expected, was not happy because DK didn't get in. He's like, oh, DK should be the main character. Rah, rah, rah.
He'll get in. But actually, here's something I want to do, and this is something I haven't included in the notes. I want to start a campaign where I fight for Parallel Bird. Parry the Parallel Bird, sorry. Who's the other? Brash Bear.
Yep.
Brash Bear. And Corn with googly eyes. Sort of like a presidential election. You know how they start 1 year before the actual elections happen? I want to start...
Are you going to start campaigning?
A campaign for those three characters to make it into the next bloody DK Vine Hall of Fame.
Well,
And you know what?
You got to start making posters like Sean did for K. Rool in Smash.
Oh,
they were amazing. And you can only... You will have to top them if you want to do anything about it.
Oh, I'm sure with my dodgy photoshopping skills, I can put heads onto some porn stars and, go from there.
That ought to get some clicks, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's so hot. Oh, what the fuck's this bird head doing? Oh, goodness. I was actually, before we started recording, I was actually looking at pictures of Miranda Kerr. There's a whole drama with her and bloody, Justin Bieber having slept with her while she was still married with Orlando Bloom. So I was like, I can't believe that little shit managed to bang this hot ass babe. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she is hot, man. I'm already masturbating as I'm talking.
Well,
yes.
Moving on.
Miranda.
While you're busy there, yeah. So just wrapping up the Hall of Fame. It was, as I said before, the mainstream characters got in over the obscure characters, but we got Shabunga, and that was amazing. So yeah, it's cool. And not to say that these sort of quote unquote mainstream characters bad, but I love them. But yeah, it's cool.
Cool, brah. All right, let's talk about TED Talks, man.
Yeah, bro. Woo.
Yeah, it was fully sick. It was dated on the 7th July, bruh. And, it was in Subforum E3 240 discussion, but bruh, I think it's been moved, dude, to completely relevant, man.
No way.
So, the topic is actually, it wasn't its own thread, bruh, but like E3 214 at DK Vine, it was in one of those like mega big threads for the E3 214,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I should start talking like this. Yeah, so I thought that was a brilliant video. I mean, they covered a whole bunch of topics and, they spoke about, well, look, let's just go through a few of the topics they spoke about. It was brilliant writing. They spoke about the Donkey Kong Land series. I forgot in what context. They spoke about Donkey Kong.
They wanted it to come back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's a no-brainer.
Yep.
Donkey Kong Racing Wii U. And it included Shitsy the Swan.
Yeah, M-Dog's original characters. They're amazing. Well, I think it's Tile made them and then M-Dog drew them. Yeah, so.
Yep, that's right. There was a Lobo Destroyer cameo in the background.
Yeah, all those little details in the background were really cool and fun.
And there was a banjo. Oh yeah, there was a few videos. Yeah, that's right. There was even one with Sakurai bathing in blood. And there was that. And there was that one that was made by Aussie Ben with the with Japanese singing. Chicka 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 baka baka bang. I don't know. I can't remember the song, but I love watching it from time to time.
Yeah.
Yep. And actually they talked about potential Banjo 3 and in mocking reference of Killer Instinct, they said it should be in 3 seasons.
Yep. That was great.
And, they crap on Craig Duncan about that bowling quote. We cover it earlier in the forum watch in the first season. Oh yes, and the ambitious goal of having more supporters for the Bloaterson campaign.
That was probably my favorite joke from the whole video. It's like, maybe it'll get to 51. Dramatization. Hilarious.
Oh, it's terrible. They make also reference to like Cyan Aluminium Baby Mario Rosalina.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. And, Amigo-like figurines. I think they predicted it, but, then because it was a post-E3 thing, then it became more official. Like I don't
we
get.
knew a little something about them, but they didn't get their names and get fleshed out until after the show. But this is all from the perspective of pre-show, so it's kind of this interesting time capsule kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if only you could backdate videos that you publish and be like, oh, guess what? We predicted this.
You missed this when it came out, but here it is. Yeah, and then they talked about Parry the Parallel Bird Adventures.
Oh, I like the
was
video.
shown off in a Wii U demo 1 year. That was amazing. Donkey Kong 64 2-ish, the perennial fabled successor to Donkey Kong 64. And they wrapped it all up with a bit of inspirational speech from Siegfried, who obscure boss off of Conker's Pocket Tales, who was acting as the role of Ted's psychiatrist. He gives this whole speech about how we shouldn't get too worked up about hype and speculation and stuff.
Yeah.
And Ted flatly responds, "I think I should start seeing a new psychiatrist."
I think that's the best. I think that's the best thing. It's like, yeah, you have those really inspirational moments, and you're like in awe at how awesome it was. You're like it had a really, really effective learning tool about it. Like it. You just think, wow, that they really thought about it, and they really wanted to make you feel something, like a little jolt in your heart. And whenever there's shock humor involved, I just always start cracking up because that was just brilliant,
Yeah. And then, of course, they wrapped up by going to Siegfried's calendar of who else he's going to be having for therapy, and names of many forum members. And that was a great little shout out to a bunch of people, famous and infamous. For example, you were on there, of course.
Yeah. What do you mean, of course?
Well, if anybody needs therapy on the forum.
Bloody hell, lad!
They had Helios on there, but then noted that he was double booked because Saf was also on there.
Yeah.
I love the Chaos Heart. Where to begin? And of course...
Sam. Where? Where's Sam? You could buy this product for $1,650. That's where you can find Sam if you buy my book.
Oh, okay. We could finally find out where he is.
Yay!
Great.
Oh, actually, funny thing about that Where's Sam video that I made is I was looking for pictures of Sam. So I, figured out what his full name was, and I went on his Facebook page, and a lot of them, he's just like, oh, he looks terrible. He looks super drugged up and druggy. And at one stage I was like, let's put this drugged up version of him on these pictures. And then I thought, oh, maybe Jeremy won't appreciate it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. So what did you think of the TED Talks video?
I loved it. It was so great. Like, it's just, I feel bad because, they kind of feel that it wasn't worth it, maybe, and they feel a bit underappreciated because they had on a recent episode of the Kongversation, they were talking about how they didn't have that many views on the video, so, Chad and Hyle were like, so was it worth all this effort? Because Chad really put so much into it that he was, like, totally dead afterwards. We actually looked up the views the other day when I was at your place, and the current video had 400 views or something.
Yep, it did. Yeah, something like that.
And we checked out the previous year's one just to compare, and that had sitting on around 575. So, I mean, I don't know what to make of that, but...
I think it's pretty good because it only just got released and people will start listening to it again. I think the problem with the view counter, this might be controversial, so don't mean to step on any staff's toes, is because they aren't using a mainstream character. I mean, Ted looks like a round Malteser or piece of poo with eyes and a beard on it. Let's be honest. And I suppose a lot of mainstream people, they'll be like, who the fuck is this? Whereas if they put on a mainstream character, then people will be instant recognition. They'll be like, oh, Donkey Kong! He's awesome. And And as I say, yeah, it's clickbait, but it's clickbait to awesome content that the DK Vine creates.
That's a good point. You're talking about bringing in some of those thousands of Facebook fans who, do have that sort of broad recognition, but they're not clicking on this because they're not interested in the characters. Whereas, I would question whether that putting a more mainstream character on would be kind of like selling out or something, going against the spirit of the site, the whole mentality of DK Vine.
Yeah, and that's sort of funny that you mentioned that, because that's one of the things that's covered in the I'll be doing this in an upcoming episode, but the DK Vine Bitch Wars, those two threads, what are they called again? The Cock of Imagination and DK Vine Member Succession threads. So whether or not it kills DK Vine mentality, or whether it's a gateway to invite people to get their feet wet before they plunge. And video is probably the easiest, the most accessible method of getting someone's attention, because, I think for a lot of people, the reason they don't visit forums is because they couldn't be fucked reading. I mean, honestly, like, sometimes you go to these threads and you see wall and wall of writing and you think, what is the fucking point? Because a lot of it's, controversial or bullshit, or, you merely disagree. Whereas a video is accessible. You just sit there. You can put your mind on, what do you call it when you put your mind on something? Autopilot. Autopilot. When you put your mind on autopilot and just enjoy.
Okay.
Just like I enjoy watching myself in the mirror, masturbating.
Well, yes, obviously. But yeah, I mean, as for the video itself and how many views it's got, like, I would take a magnanimous view on it and say, like, I wouldn't mind how many views it's got. The people who have seen it love it, and the people who love it, like, are the people who are really bought into the site. And, like, I wouldn't, just from my own perspective, I wouldn't care how many views it has, even if it's only got a few, like, that's enough for me. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you're right in a way. I think,
but, you like to have your, things appreciated, especially when you work hard on them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think maybe Chad and Hyle, they're focusing on the wrong thing.
I wouldn't go that far. Let's not. Like,
focusing on the numbers, focusing on how popular it gets. I think it's more the enjoyment within the website, Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I was making a point like that, but yeah. I don't want to, sound too down on those guys, but yeah.
Oh, okay. But regardless, I love the video. Yep. I thought it was funny. It was brilliant. I enjoyed it. Look, I love DK Vine shenanigans. I mean, that's why I bloody donated so much towards it. So yeah, I think it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Just overall, it was a great series of, content drops over the course of E3. I loved it. But yeah, I think we agreed that we would understand if next year there was, a bit less going into it, just because of the toll it took on, the time and effort of the staffers.
Yeah, that's right. Did you hear about the recent sunstorm that we apparently just narrowly missed? If that thing hit the bloody Earth, right? That sun wave, that would have put the Earth back into the Dark Ages. So in a way, at any moment, all this content that we love and enjoy could be destroyed because of the sun.
Something is going to happen next week. The sun is going to have sun wave, sunstorm. Sunstorm is going to strike the earth, and Israel is going to retaliate against the sun. They are going to blow up the sun, and then I will be right, and you will see.
The sun wave will bring back Nelson Mandela. he will destroy the apartheid, but also bring it back by making white apartheid.
It's good to be able to talk freely about apartheid on our own podcast. This is the apartheid safe haven of, DK Vine podcasts.
Exactly. So you can call the Forum Watch on 1281-410-KONG, and this is an apartheid-free zone, eh? Alright? So bloody hell, we can start talking in bloody Nelson Mandela accents or South African accents and talk about the cricket and Mandela. Alright? And how those two go 2 and 2 together. Usually with a cricket head to the head. A cricket bat to the head.
That sounds good to me. I love that thing that you said. I can't do the accent.
Alright, okay, so let's actually do what this Forum Watch actually does, and that is the Forum Watch. Because we've just been focusing on the Staffer Suicide Watch, so...
Yeah, that was a little special, the Staffer Suicide Watch, but now... the Forum Watch, because we like to watch.
We like to watch. Alright, so the most popular thread of E3 was obviously the E3 2014 Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U. And it was obviously in the E3 2014 E3 2014 discussion sub-forum, and it was started on June 6, 2014.
Yeah, and the confusing thing about trying to read this thread since then is that it's been merged with the main Smash Brothers thread. So all these posts are kind of in a weird random order.
They are, yes, but I have, sort of figured it all out and sort of know where things sort of came in, because I did sort of write notes before and after at one stage for this episode. So let's, where are we up to? So Rourke, to start off with E3, Rourke started an interesting competition. And it was about how K. Rool would come into battle. See, a lot of people thought, that this would be the last roster reveal for characters. So if K. Rool was to come, he would have to come in during E3 2014. But when we found out about the date...
Those poor deluded fools.
When we found out about the date, turns out, no, that's not actually the case. Because since then, other characters have been revealed. I think Fire Emblem characters and F-Zero... I forgot his name. Captain Falcon. So, Rourke started an interesting competition before E3.
Yeah, this was a highlight of the thread saying, what slogan is K. Rool going to have when he comes in? People are throwing out some ideas.
Yeah, and Slash starts off with saying, King K. Rool sets sail.
Rourke. King K. Rool cannonballs in.
Ness. King K. Rool takes the throne.
Master DS. K. Rool fucks the fuck into the fray.
That's so random. Waddle DDD. K. Rool enjoys a delicious sandwich.
Yeah, that was the best one. Pine. K. Rool crashes the party. With a K, of course.
Bellboy 64. K. Rool ate all of the pies.
Scrap 69. K. Rool's a cunt.
Oh, I'm so funny.
Oh, love it. You got a good Scrap 69 impression?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. If that is my impression, I don't know. Maybe I should do a full episode where I do like a whole "G'day, lads."
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So we quickly found out that, of course, K. Rool wasn't going to be revealed. So we had the, the usual churn going on as the direct was happening. First thing that was revealed, Mii, Fighters, and Palutena. Oh, well, Palutena was at the end, but, what was the impressions of the Miis?
In terms of the Miis themselves, the positive responses was M-Dog, Yoshila Zilla Redosaurus, and I don't know why I put this note in, but she hates Rosalina.
Yes. Well,
and
they always take the opportunity to remind us, it seems.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's a bit of a battle between Yashilla and Manfrog about Rosalina, but we'll catch on that later.
Yeah, it's funny.
And Manfrog, he loves the swordsman me,
Mm-hmm.
and the negative reaction is from Stilt Village, and I think there was a bit of confusion in regards to the roster space, but his main reaction was that it takes up 9 spaces in the roster.
Yeah, that's iffy maths, but just going by the logic that each of the 3 fighting styles has 3 sets of special moves, and like, oh, it's all this thing, but I don't think it's as bad as they're making out.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. Nick V didn't like it, and Cobble says he hopes that Mii's are banned online because,
Well, good for him, because they are.
are they? Oh, well,
Yep.
Great. Well, there you go. And, what did, people think about the Palutena reveal in the
Well,
direct?
There were a lot of positive responses. A lot of people were expecting her, of course, whether because of earlier leaks or just because of the obvious Kid Icarus bias in Sakurai's, content in Smash.
Oh, yeah. Kid, you know what? Sakurai's got a massive hard-on for Kid Icarus for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's Palutena. I think he gets off on her, really.
No comment. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of people were very positive. Sean, Saf, Yoshizilla. So I'm reading this comment you've put in. Saf is needling Yoshizilla about this. How do you imagine Rosalina's fart smell? And so people are picking on him for that because he hates her so much. But he did mention he wanted to make Dixie Kong from a Mii, which may be our only option. We'll find out. Let's see, who else? Snare, Pine, and DK Rapper were also very positive about Palutena. And in the negatives, we've got M-Dog listed and no one else, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember why he didn't like it. He probably said, "Oh, this is shit. It's got no gameplay value or something."
Yeah, her head isn't flat enough.
Yeah.
What do you do?
And that's a sign of Down syndrome, okay, M-Dog? Not cool, alright?
Anyway, forum memes. Okay, so the next, I guess, Smash reveal was Pac-Man, which was not during the direct itself, but came up later in the thread because he was revealed to a private press room. So it came out on Twitter and then on the blogs and stuff. And yeah, people had a lot of negative reactions to this because it was sort of our last chance. K-Rool wasn't in the direct, but surely this next reveal will be K-Rool. And no, it was Pac-Man. So because of that, you get a lot of negative responses. Rourke, Cobble, Bellboy, Jordan Freeman, Rourke, again, Stilt Village.
They came up with some funny responses though, because Rourke said hideous pizza looking piece of shit. And Stilt Village called him creepy.
Is that the post that he later tried to bring up was like a callback to Brawl negativity and how great that was apparently, and people called him out for that. Anyway, that's something that happened later. Yeah, there were positive people about Pac-Man 2, Yoshizilla, Jure, Questback, Iggy, Nick V, Sean, Alf, Cosmic, Pine, Crusher the Guido, and Jeff.
Yeah.
All had good reaction to Pac-Man.
And, there was even more, but this is because of K-Rool, and that was Yusuf Iro Hoot and Adam Bros Buzzard. So, yeah, look, in terms of the announcements, in terms of the even reveals, in terms of the most mixed response, it had definitely got to be Pac-Man.
Yeah, very mixed. Main part of that was the stage they picked for him was pretty ugly. People don't think he's a worthy character. Other people do. Some people think he's getting it because of Namco favoritism. Yeah.
Yeah. Suck a big dick, everyone. So what are the overall feelings?
Speaking of that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
There was a comment later on where Manfrog was on Rourke's ass, on Yoshizilla's ass, on Cobble's ass about various things. He was being a bit tetchy during E3, and Cobble had a biting back reaction to that, telling Manfrog to go suck Winky's slippery penis.
And Cobble got banned for that.
Yeah,
so.
Cobble got banned for that. And people were also telling Rourke to shut up. And Angry Sun and Manfrog. There was conflicts there. Saf sarcastically telling everyone to fuck off, apparently.
That sounds about right. So in terms of fighting, it's typical of a Smash Brothers fighting bit. But you know what? The interesting about Saf is directly after the reveal of Pac-Man, he makes the following statement, and it's currently on page 85 of the merged thread.
Post number 4212 in the merged thread.
And I'm going to post a picture of this as well, because it's such an important comment. He says, do you want to say it?
I don't have a voice ready. Hang on.
Okay. This is Saf. I'm fairly certain we'll get it.
No.
Alright, let's do that again. I'm fairly certain we'll get another character trailer out of the Treehouse streams. If we don't see one by Thursday night, I will personally film myself dropping my working MP3 player into the toilet and afterwards smash it with a baseball bat. Sincerity.
Yeah. That's obviously a callback to, I believe it was Highway's claims that he would drop his iPod into the toilet if something happened in Brawl, I don't remember. And then, of course, you guys famously called him out on that in the forum watch. And he made a recording of it and sent it to Saf, so I guess that eventually happened. We're hoping the same thing is going to happen now. We're calling Saf out live on the podcast. You made this claim that you were going to drop your working MP3 player in the toilet and smash it with a baseball bat, as happened in Scraps' dramatization or reenactment afterwards.
And we're going to take the very last word of that post, sincerity, not as sarcasm, but as sincere sincerity.
Oh, he's been using it elsewhere to, at face value. Why can't we take this at face value?
Oh, well, there you go. Well, let's, I can't wait to see what Saf's response to this is, so let's have a look. Yeah. So, later on in the Smash Brothers thread, Bellboy64 indicates that there are rumours of a Chunky Kong, well, not trophy, but an assist trophy.
Oh, this is juicy. This got everyone riled up. This was like the thing of E3. Well, not really, but...
Yeah, that's right. It really sort of got people salivating, and I think it got people more hopeful in regards to K. Rool, because they say that a lot of animations and things that are in Smash Brothers are from DK64, that Sakurai, and apparently a lot of Japanese people love Donkey Kong 64.
Yep, I can attest to that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Well, there's mangas about it. There was a trading card game. It got a lot of merchandise over there. Yeah, it was really big. Oh, and the cartoon as well.
I think because maybe Japanese people work so hard. I was having a look at an article today, and they say that Japan, Tokyo, has got the highest GDP, and that's because of all the productivity that they have. So working to get all those fucking bananas in Donkey Kong 64 must have been just something like all the kids saw that as getting ready for work. It's getting ready for the working life and the frustrations that come with it.
Lifeless salaryman, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But there was even a Godzilla-like character in Donkey Kong 64. So I'm just saying, draw your own conclusions.
You mean Clumsy, K. Lumsy?
Yeah, K. Lumsy.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, actually, I can see the similarities now that you bring it up.
Yeah.
That is...
Japan complex. Or Godzilla complex. I don't know. You could draw something from it, but...
Let's connect the dots. Anyway, people were getting excited about this Chunky Kong thing. And still it's sort of contested about whether or not he's in or not, because we had a few people posting about it, and I think the more compelling piece of evidence was the people posting on various forums saying, I was playing at some demo and there was randomly in an assist trophy, it was Donkey Kong, but he was wearing a hat and a shirt. I don't know what was up with that, but then these bananas fell down. So yeah, people who don't know who Chunky is but have been able to identify him, and the fact that his attack is a reference to the DK rap. Yeah, I mean, people are convinced about this, and they're always on the edge of their seat whenever a new Smash demo event happens. They're on Chunky Watch, you know? That's what we're calling it, you know, all the diehards.
Sounds like a fecal matter watch.
Yes, always check your stool. But yeah, they're just watching all the streams that are happening just in case to catch a glimpse of that Chunky, you know?
Yeah, catch a glimpse of that Chunky, that blueberry in your fecal matter.
Those chunks. So it's exciting, and it still hasn't been confirmed, so it remains exciting. But yeah.
Exciting until the very bare disappointment that we will experience when...
Speaking of bears...
Yes!
Our next
Brash bear.
topic is the... No, well... Our next topic is the digital event itself, and the thread covering that. You know, it was called E3 2014 Nintendo Digital Event, because it's not called Direct or anything like that. They gave it a very generic name that everyone kept forgetting. So yeah, this thread was started on June 10th, and Heil inaugurated it by talking about his nature walk experience, which he usually does on the morning before a Nintendo, or before, you know, on the mornings of E3. And his tradition is that if he sees a bear, there's going to be DKU news. Yeah!
Woo!
And he did. He saw a baby grizzly on that day. No, not a grizzly. It was a black bear, I think. Anyway, he posted on Facebook. And to him, this means definite DKU news coming today. Yeah, sorry, Heil.
Well, he was sort of right in a way. No one was expecting Conker in the Microsoft press conference.
Yeah, that was the day before, though. There was no DKU stuff in the digital event.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. No, the Amiibos were. Yeah,
they
that
don't
sort of was.
count, really.
And come on.
That's just a Smash accessory.
Yeah, in the digital event thread, there was a pre-digital event Star Fox revealed by Time Magazine
There was a
by
leak.
accident.
Yeah, so Time Magazine did an interview with Miyamoto talking about his new projects. One of them is Star Fox, and so everyone starts going, oh, we know one thing already, and so they're kind of spoiled about what's happening in the event, even though they didn't actually bloody show anything from Star Fox in the event. But yeah, it kind of took a bit of an edge off the anticipation right before it kicked off.
Yeah, that's right. And there was some good pre-event, digital event Star Fox reaction. So Safi goes, getting my blood flowing, hot damn!
Kyle says, body is ready, but who's scared? Wait, that's not a quote. You just summarized his feelings. Wait. Oh, whatever. I don't know.
M-Dog was positive. Yusuf was hoping motion controls was optional. Well, bad news, Yusuf.
Yeah, sorry, Yusuf. Pine was lamenting the focus on motion controls, which it undoubtedly will be. I mean, let's be honest, people. Crusher the Guido was bummed that he got spoiled before it. Sean noted the similarity to Star Fox 64 that was in the screenshots that they showed. And especially Star Fox 64 3D, the remake, which they seem to be reusing assets from at this early stage of development.
Yeah. Ooh.
And yeah, Alf also down on the motion controls.
Hold on. The cat just jumped onto the keyboard and she's not letting go.
Yeah, Scraps has 3 times the cats now, so he's going to have a lot more trouble with that kind of thing.
I've got 3 times the pussy. Yeah.
Shouldn't it be 2 times? Anyway, whatever. Let's not get into the specifics of that. So, let's go through the thread. As the direct was happening, people were having their reactions. Started out with the Robot Chicken stuff.
And the Smash Brothers introduction with Reggie versus Iwata.
Ooh, yeah. Questbeck saying, oh god. Pine saying, Jesus Christ, Robot Chicken. Yusuf saying, what the hell just happened? I think that was in response to the fight.
Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah.
Sean saying, oh, this is why Iwata had health problems. Yeah. And what did Saf say about it?
Robot Chicken? That was... Nah.
Yes. Master DS saying Robot Chicken was terrible. Nick V, Robot Chicken, that was bizarre and horrible. Also, fuck me's. That was a reaction to Amiibo, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
But Pine thought it was pretty funny, you know. We had one positive reaction there. Anyway,
To what, Yoshi's?
to the robot chicken.
I actually like the robot chicken. I didn't think they were supposed to be that funny. They were just supposed to be random, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I was
whatever.
playing a bit safe, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah, that's right. They should have had, some hardcore sex in there or something, but I imagine that wouldn't have, or you know what? Bloody Joe's suggestion earlier in the conversation where Crystal comes out of water and takes off a bra and says, "This is DKU."
That would have got everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Well, it would have got our attention and the attention of the furry community.
Yeah, and the porn community. I'm sure that they're gonna. I saw Japan. You know how sometimes they have cartoons, like the Mario cartoon or the Donkey Kong Country cartoon. They'll eventually have a crystal hentai cartoon in Japan. You know, that's almost a given, I reckon. You know.
Well, it would be nice to have another animated DKU property.
If you like watching bloody her pissing on bloody General Scales or something, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, the concept is, full of potential. Anyway, so let's pick out a few choice quotes from this thread about the Direct.
All right.
Yoshi's Woolly World was revealed. Quaspec had the snarky comment, "Yoshi's yawn." Nice one.
God.
Although a lot of people were very positive about the game.
Yeah, HIV positive.
Yes.
Captain Toad. Now, that was a game that got revealed, and I think that had a lot of negative reaction, didn't they?
Sure did.
So Sean, or Scene as I like to call him, he says, "Captain Toad does not warrant an entire game."
Yes, in all caps. Pine, similar sentiment, taking the sarcastic route. Captain Toad gets his own game, just like everyone asked for.
And then I say,
G'day lads! Captain Toad looks atrocious!
Barmo, DK Spartacus says he doesn't care, and Jure likes it, but whatever. Zelda.
Yeah, some people were positive on it, but screw them. Who cares?
Yeah, screw Zelda. Splatoon or Spunktoons. Yeah, also got positive reviews, so that was good. So yeah, there were reactions to the show. I think there were only two posters, Mystical Ninja and Poixlum, if that's how you say his name. They're overall disappointing, but I think there were overall mixed feelings about the Nintendo Direct, and that's about it, really.
Yeah,
I actually
people's
enjoyed
expectations. They didn't really get what they were looking for, but there were a lot of nice little reveals and stuff. But people were expecting Star Fox, didn't happen. People were maybe looking for Metroid, didn't happen. People were looking for DKU stuff, nothing. So, yeah. So we can see the discussion in the thread itself kind of fizzles out after the Direct ends. But anything about the specific things that were revealed went to its own thread, even if some of those didn't get much discussion either.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll post a screenshot of the entirety of the E3 forum, E3 sub-forum thread in the Forum Watch thread, so that you'll be able to see what the general feel of the threads were nearing the end of E3 were before the merge happened. So look forward to that as well when you, you'll probably see it before you hear this particular voice. You'll hear this before you hear me say it. So yeah, there you go. And by the way, I'm not editing out mistakes as much as I used to because
see if you can spot them all. Tally up all the mistakes we make, and whoever gets the right number, we're going to buy them a shirt.
Yeah, a shirt, definitely. That's our E3 competition. All right, so look, that was the Nintendo Direct responses. Yeah, good, whatever. Let's move on to the E3 214 Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3, and this was in the subforum E3 214 discussion, dated June 11, 2014. And essentially, during this thread, people were just commenting.
Yeah, people were just dropping in whenever something happened on the stream that was up their alley.
Yeah, that's right. And it wasn't particularly interesting. It was just a whole day of unplanned stuff. I mean, you didn't know when something was going to happen. There was no schedule like when Bayonetta or something was supposed to happen, or Zelda, or Spunktoons.
Yeah, Spunktoons. So if there was something you were interested in seeing, you had no way of knowing when it was coming up.
Yeah.
And if you were just watching the stream, it was really boring for long stretches. But people did that. There were a lot of comments in the thread of just saying, oh, what are they doing now? Or like, oh, this has been delayed by now. Like Miyamoto was supposed to come out and do a little interview about his projects. And it just got delayed a few times, and it was like, oh, come on, what's happening? Like, and then when he did come out, it was very disappointing because they were holding the carrot of Star Fox at the end of it and wanting people to sit through these other sort of more mediocre, projects that he's got going on to get to the Star Fox. And then there wasn't really any Star Fox anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So, oh god, that robot stupid game. Oh. And what else? The camera game. Oh.
Yeah, still, I mean, we're down on it. We didn't really appreciate it, but there were positive reactions in the thread.
Yeah, except it's all going to be linked to Star Fox, so...
Yeah, so essentially Star Fox is going to be a minigame compilation.
This is going to be your next Wii music, so look forward to that, guys.
Oh, what if Star Fox was in a band?
Oh god, imagine the sexual tension between the drummer and the main singer.
Wouldn't Slippy be the drummer?
I don't know, but he's gonna slip his penis in. Oh! Oh wait, that was, Wrinkly. No, Winky. I thought I had a callback, but no, that was a fail. It was a frog.
Yeah, they're both frogs. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Because it is Slippy. And I'm talking about his genitals.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Treehouse thread only really picked up when the Smash tourney started. So they hijacked the Treehouse stream to have this Smash Brothers tournament, which, yeah, was a bit of a different move for Nintendo. They invited competitive scene players in and got them to go at it in the new game just to show it off. And it got a lot of attention, which was good.
Yeah, well, all it was, right, was like people, they just pulled out their penises and say, measure which one's bigger and pull out a fiver and see who had the biggest dick. Is that?
Yeah, from what I gather, I think that's the gist of it. Yeah, something like that. I didn't watch it all, myself, but I did have it on in the background. I did hear something like that. I was just going to mention about people's expectations again. Like, I think people were, again, coming into this, hyping it up and saying, oh, there's definitely going to be a character reveal at the end of this. It's obvious. Of course they would do that. They'd be stupid not to. And so they had these expectations coming in. If that's the only reason you're watching it, and, you're going to be disappointed, especially when you have to sit through this tournament that a lot of people thought was pretty boring.
You know what? Like, I actually watched because I think I was really sick, a few days after the tournament happened. So I sat in bed with my mobile and watched the entire tournament because I couldn't move sides. And actually, you know what? A lot of the DK Viners were saying that the battles were too busy, that it was for people, and it wasn't fun to watch. But I think the idea that you have whenever you watch a full battle brawl in Smash Brothers is you focus on one or two characters. And that changes the whole dynamic of watching that game because it allows you to root for two of those characters and just focus on those two characters and not get muffled by all the drama that's happening on the screen. Because when you do play a Smash Brothers game, you're only focusing on your character. You're not focusing, you sort of are focusing on the other characters.
Yeah,
so,
and you're maybe going after one other person, yeah.
That's right. So in a way, the most that you're focusing on is two people, roughly. There might be clumps of people in a place, but ideally it's just the two. So you should really focus watching on a Smash Brothers tournament the way you focus on playing the game itself. I mean, I don't have two dicks, so I can't masturbate with two. I just masturbate with the one. That's all my attention span's got. There's a lucky son of a bitch in Reddit. He has 2 penises, and he was talking about how he
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
how it works out. And man, I wish I had 2 dicks. It would
Do
be.
you though?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind being a double sausage factory. You know.
Well, look, it's one of those things like maybe you wouldn't mind it for a day, but if you really had to do it permanently.
No, think about it this way: you can cover 2 bases in one go.
I don't know what you mean by that, Scraps.
Okay, 1 in the vagina and 1 in the anus.
Yeah, I'm not following you.
1 in the chocolate factory.
Uh-huh.
1 in the La La Land.
Okay.
All right, let's say that Conker is trying to chase the bull, all right? And he's in that arena, right?
Yeah.
And that's the vagina, all right? That's the clean area. And then when the bull has the case of the shits, what is it? The runny shits? I forgot. The raging shits. When he has the case of the raging
screaming
shits.
squits.
Yep. And then he goes into where the screaming poo is, singing poo. I forgot his name. And that would be the poo factory. So therefore, it's sort of like that, you know, like I'm not even sure where I'm going anymore.
You just reminded me of all the cheat codes you can put in Bad Fur Day, how they were all sort of like British slang for various obscene things. But like, I didn't get any of them as a child. But you know, looking back, it's kind of funny.
What were your parents doing buying you? I think every parent just let I don't think the parents really knew what a game with a squirrel.
That one had the warning on the front. Was it M or MA in our country?
It was 15, MA 15, yeah.
MA 15 plus. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, I probably was 15 by that point.
I wasn't.
Oh, well then I wasn't either. Okay.
Yeah, so let's go back to the thread. So essentially, at the as the tourney was ending, people were starting to really feel that they were going to be disappointed. Stilt Village was like, "Oh God, we're going empty-handed, aren't we?"
Cobble says, "I've sat through 2 hours of this bullshit waiting for K-Rules reveal. If he isn't revealed, I may just off myself."
And Addenbro's buzzer goes, "Ugh, I can't believe I sat through this garbage."
And Yusuf came in with the standard large font rant, as made famous by Bendelin, which I think is still funny.
Yeah, still funny, getting old, but whatever. Yeah, look, you gotta have it.
But yeah, it's funnier when like he just trails off after a sentence. Like, yeah, you get the point.
Yep. What's it, like you say it and you're like, oh, yep, Bendelin, and then you just move on. So the final topic, I know this is going to be a thread that's long in the tooth. Chad reference, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure that's even the right use of the phrase, because like long in the tooth means getting old. Like you say that when someone's getting old.
Oh, well, there you go, Chad.
Whatever.
You've just been called out. Chad, you've just been called out, bitch.
Oh, it's just one of those idiomatic things. Like however you use it is fine. But I just have a cognitive dissonance when I hear it.
Okay. Cognitive dissonance. Did you also start looking up the dictionary
Yep,
before you?
I learned from Chad. I've got my dictionary open right now.
Oh, really? And you know what? You want to know what I've got in my hand?
What's that?
My penis.
Which one? Left or right?
What? Oh. Well, I can't focus on one. Remember what I was talking about in the in the tourney?
Can you go through that one more time?
Well, I used one penis for the vagina.
No, I'm not getting it. Anyway, whatever. So we're going to cover the Microsoft press conference now. Or the thread, anyway.
Yeah, I think essentially.
Yeah, are we going to or not? Nah.
Yeah, it's just going to be quick.
Started on June 9th. Nothing interesting happened. Not many people commenting. And then Conker appeared. Yay!
Yeah. And people were like, yay! And that was it.
So what was the best quote pre-Conker reveal? It was...
Oh, do I have one? Oh, yes. That's right.
Read your notes, Scraps. All right,
yeah, read my fucking notes, Scraps. Yes. Pine, he says...
Okay, yep.
Okay. Let me think of something.
Okay.
Pine.
That's the same as Saf.
All right. Okay. This show is so predictable. So far, it's not even funny. I swear if Microsoft didn't own Rare and its IPs, I wouldn't even bother with this.
Well said. And so yeah, the first hint we get in the thread that there's something interesting is M-Dog, who comes in with Conquer! Conquer! You're dead. Oh, no, sorry. He didn't say that.
No. Essentially, yeah, so people just say, oh, Conquer. And then they just move, and then all the discussion moved on as the press moved on.
Well, yeah, as before the discussion about Conquer moved into the Project Spark thread.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're not going to cover that. We can't be bothered.
Yeah. But, actually, here's something that was funny. A lot of, people in the DK Vine were really happy.
Yeah, they're excited, yeah.
But people outside of the DK Vine, acted really badly.
Yeah.
There was that YouTube video, which I honestly love it. Essentially, the guy, he sees Conquer and he's like, oh, Conquer? Oh, I love you, you're the best. And then when Conquer says, oh, I haven't had a game in 10 years, so you'd better make a new one for us, you know? And then the guy's looking at it, then he starts laughing and spitting out blood, like, have you seen that one?
No, I haven't actually.
No, okay. I'll link to that video as well because I think it's worth watching. Even if you don't understand why people outside of the DK Vine are reacting negatively, I think the reaction's just, I think it's just really funny, you know? Yeah.
I've only heard about it secondhand from people saying, oh, you know, I'm in contact with other bits of the Rare fandom and, they, or just anyone else in general, and they're all pissed off because, oh, you know, Conquer should have a real game, not this, you know, cameo crap. But I think we in the DK Vine have a bit more perspective, and we know that Conquer isn't going to get anything else. We've been with Rare this long and seen what they've done. We know that we can't expect anything more, so any little thing is just great by us.
Yeah, you'd say that any good quality product comes rarely.
Yeah, especially after the whole nuts and bolts thing. It was going to be Banjo 3. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No.
So now we're sort of resigned to whatever happens with Rare's IPs. So anything is fine. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I think this is going to be the longest Forum Watch episode, but we've got one more segment. And it's who do you think was member of E3?
Well, my first reaction when thinking back over the whole of the E3 coverage that I tried to follow as best I could as it was happening, and I thought of Saf because he had a lot of activity. He was in a lot of threads, you know, contributing. He was very vocal about his support for Splatoon, and you know, yeah, he was just doing a lot of stuff. As you point out, though, he's definitely
a man of contrasts. He's definitely a man of contrast, though, because considering he got banned recently, it's like
the events that followed E3, yeah, kind of put a spin on his activity in the forums, you might say.
Yeah, so look, yeah, he has amazing contributions. You know, he was so active in the E3 thread, and then he got massively pissed off at Master DS and, yeah, completely lost it. So. Yeah,
but so I don't think we can really give it to him. What we're going to do is say we're giving the Member of E3 award because it's so prestigious to all the staff of DK Vine, because of the great work they did producing the site content over that period.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo! So give it up for Chad, Heil, and Matt, who we understand did the most, but we also acknowledge the fantastic work by Cameron, Jeff, and Joe, who, you know, they did their bit in the whole scheme of things as well. So, you know, without the staff as a whole, they wouldn't have been able to do it, and it was fantastic content, and, yeah. I like to masturbate to those threads and the story and Ted, my screen is covered with spunk, and, you know,
Mhm.
I have to say,
That's
there was
reasonable.
a squirrel and actually, you know, I was just thinking about the other day, actually today, because it's what happened. You heard about the Frenchman that kicked the squirrel?
No.
Oh, well, there you go.
This has been produced by
STD.
and
Milo Scat Productions.
Ah, wonderful job. You know, I rather love this world I find myself in. A world without tedious metaplot, without world building or character. A world where quiet discussion rules the day and humor is parceled out to be enjoyed with measured chortling. This is a world I could really get used to.